Bro, I look cute in the camera, bro. Are you kidding? Excuse me. Hi. Hello. What's up? How are you? Nice to meet you. Subscribe. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I hope you're doing great. So in today's video I did this makeup look. Yes. I did a warmed tone, you know, oranges, reds, have some gold in, and yeah, if you're interested in seeing how I got this makeup look, keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back. So first we're gonna start off with, wow, look at me being a good YouTuber. We're gonna start off with primer. So I use the e.l.f. oil control primer mist just to start off with a nice fresh clean face and moisturized face. So first we're going to start off with eyebrows. Use up eyebrow brush, just brush them in the direction of your eyebrows. I use, for the eyebrow pencil, I use a professional Kiss New York in KWEPO4. I kind of use the same one, so I have like enough of these just stacked up ready to be used. Then we're just going to brush the eyebrows in the shape that we're trying to get. Next we're going to use an angle brush just to apply concealer. For the concealer I use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. So we're just going to shape out the eyebrows, you know, followed along the lines of what your eyebrow shape is. And we're going to be blending that down, right? It's going to also start as like, act as the base of your eyeshadow. So you're going to also bring that down further on. Now we're going to use the curved brush, and then we're going to use the same concealer just to cover the base of our eyelids before we add any color and all that nice stuff. So we're just covering the entire base before we add color. This just also allows for the color to show better, especially if you're using like really bright colors. You don't want it to fade. So now we're going to use the beauty blender just to pat over that, making sure we get a nice clear flat area to work with. Boom. So now we're going to use the James Charles palette. The color I use is like a red orange, just to start off as the basic color before we add other colors. I will just blend that into the corner of our eyes and over the eyelid. So here I use the angled brush, kind of, well, an angled fluff brush, let's call it that. And we're using a darker shade of red just to create, it's kind of like a greater than sign, if that makes sense. Then I'm going to use, actually change brushes later on because this one wasn't working, but I also put a orange kind of yellowish color over it, and then we're going to blend it in. Yeah, there we go. Change the brush. So now we're gonna just buff that in, make sure we get all the colors that we want to be shown, you know, visible and bright. Boom. Next eye. Wow, transition. Boom. So now we're using the Morphe 35 palette, and I just use the shimmer and gold just to go over the orange and yellow that I just used.
Just fixing up the eyebrows before we continue. So now I use the CoverGirl Lash Exact mascara, I'm sorry, just to lengthen the lashes before we apply eyelashes. That also makes sure that the eyeshadow that we just used it's not too colored when we put lashes on. Bow. So I use the LA Colors liquid eyeliner in black just to blend in the tips so it looks in one accord. So now I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Chestnut just to finish outlining my eyebrows, and then I'm also going to use that same thing to go over the dark spots before I apply foundation. This is just to make sure we get a nice shaped eyebrow before we finish everything else. Once we cover all the small spots, we're just going to use a beauty blender just to blend and dab that all in. So I also tried something new and actually used foundation this time. So I used the 355 Coconut Dewy Smooth, and then I just use a foundation brush to blend it in. Normally I wouldn't use foundation, but I decided to see if maybe the foundation I had would work. This time it actually came up pretty good. So I think I'm actually add this to my routine again. Blend, 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 blend. Alright, so boom. Now we're using the same Pro Concealer we used earlier for our eyebrows. We're using it under our eyes. This is in Fawn. And we're just going to go for places where the natural light hits. So under the eyes, we're going to do the bridge of our nose. Contour the cheeks. Yes, sir. Now I'm also going to use the NYX Wonder Stick Professional. I use the Sand, which is a lighter shade, just to go back in all the same spaces I just used all the concealer. Now also, this is something new too. I saw where they used kind of like a blending brush in a sense instead of the beauty blender. That way it blend more seamlessly, and it actually works. I'm going to add this to the routine as well. So we just go along all the areas and just pat it in. Blend it out. Along the nose, the forehead, the cheeks. Alright, so here I just use a beauty blender just to get a last, tap in really quick before we continue. So now I use a darker shade from the same Wonder Stick to contour along the cheekbone. So I did my forehead, the bridge of your nose, all those places. Blend again. So now we're gonna use the Sasha Buttercup setting powder. This is probably my favorite part of the whole thing. It's just baking. So we bake under the eyes, we bake along the chin, all the places that we put the lighter color concealer. That's where we're gonna be applying the powder. Why can't I talk today? What the hell? Straight line along the nose, the chin, the jaw area. I tend to sweat a lot over my mouth, so I also make sure to powder there as well. Wow. So then I go in with the Kiss New York Contour Kit, KC-T03, and I use a medium shade just to go along the darker areas. This is the same place I applied the other concealer, the darker color, and then I use a fluff brush and just blend it in. So then I take a different brush with a different angle and go in all the areas that I just did use the setting powder. Dust away all the setting powder, leaving the nicely contoured shape face that we want. After that, I go right back in with the same darker shade from the contour kit and go over all the areas. Now I'm going to use a blush from the contour shade palette. And then we use highlight from the same contour kit and just go over the nose or cheekbones and our lips. So here I'm using the Wet n Wild bronzer 743B just to go over all the areas, add some more color, and then I just use a big brush to fluff it out. Last thing, we use a black eyeliner underneath the eye just to let the eyes pop a little, especially because I didn't do a wing today. And then the last thing, well, second to last thing, is a setting spray. I use the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. And then we just clean up all the areas left under lips before we line them. Get rid of any excess makeup, any shimmer, any shine. I use a brown lip pencil, but they're different colors, different types. I don't really know the name of this one because the label has erased, but I use this one all the time. Yes, girl, you look nice. You look nice. The eyebrow just precise. It just, ooh. Yeah, girl, they look nice. So now I add a lip balm, just because I don't like when it's so harsh on my lip before I put lip gloss. I use pink and then I did clear. Finishing touches. And now we are done. Yeah, girl.
Yes, so this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Now it's time for motivational quote of the day. So today's motivational quote is, don't shrink yourself to make space for others. Show up, expand, and shine. You belong here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check me out on all my social media, it's gonna be right here. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you like this video. Comment down below if you do this makeup like eyeshadow look. What's your favorite part of the makeup routine if you do. If you enjoyed it, comment down below if you like these type of videos, because I actually enjoy making these. I can just sit down, relax, listen to my music, and just create something. Comment down below and I'll make sure to do more of these. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.